Hello everyone, World Coin Hunt Day again. I do enjoy these hunts. As you can see, the tub is now rather full. That's because I've added in all the extras that Captain Coinman sent me. So we're back to where we were a couple of years ago when we first started doing these. I've guesstimated that we've removed probably 10 kilos worth of coins. I've sold some, given some away, swapped a load, and I'm back to square one. So there is no chance of this topic, this theme, ending anytime soon. Ooh, what's that? Stop it, put it down. Right, usual rules apply. I'll give it a quick shake, give it a quick mix up, move it off to the side, and then we'll pull 20-25 coins, see what we've got. Maybe I might be able to give you a history lesson or a bit of extra info or some useless facts, who knows. Right, that'll do. That's a bit too heavy and that's going to break a finger otherwise. Right, off to one side. If we zoom in a touch, have that there. Right, first things first, get in there and start pulling them out. Right, there we go. What have we got there? 1996, 20 francs, Belgium. Albert II, so it's a monarch that was around a few years ago. I don't think he's with us anymore, but there you go. 1996, 20 francs, Belgium. Fairly common. We do see them every so often, but they're always nice to get. Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, they're absolutely superb for doing year runs. Let's have a look. Right, what have we got there? Bank of Malaysia, 2007, 20 sen. Yeah, we've seen one of these before. I can never remember exactly what it is. I think it's some form of feast box, but I'm probably wrong. I usually am with these. But yeah, we've seen these before. Again, there are sometimes you can come across loads of these, and they might be worth, if you depend on how many you get, sorting out a year run. I'm all about the year run at the moment. There's quite a few countries that I'm just pulling coins for and finding that, oh, I've seen those before, sort of thing, and we'll have a closer look. And it turns out that I've got about 5 or 6 that are all in sequential years, so very, very handy. Right, Empire Sharifian, so that is Morocco. If I turn it over, yeah, Maroc, 5 francs, aluminium. There's a silver version of this, but this definitely isn't it. This one, the middle, as you can see, is completely worn away, and someone's stamped it with something. There should be a date in there. I think it's something like 1370, and it only came out, this particular one came out in 1951. We've seen better versions, but yeah, this one's a bit on the bash side. But yeah, that is 1951, 5 francs from Morocco. Very nice. No, 1. Thank you. Coins sticking together. Okay, what have we got? Trying to work out the International Year of Older Persons. $1. What does that say? Australia? I think it does. Yeah, Australia. 1999. Obviously a commemorative of some variation on a theme to do with the International Older Persons. Yeah, 1999, $1, Australia. Don't think we've had that one before, or have we? I think we have. I vaguely remember the year of the older person. Ooh, small one. Ah, Canadian, 1 cent, 1943. Yeah, George the Sixth. Is that a bit of scuzz that have come off? Looks like it. Don't know if I've got that one in my little collection of Canadian pennies. Be a nice one to add. Again, it's a wartime one as well, so that'll most likely go into the collection, even if it's just for wartime purposes. That's a nice one, actually. I do like my wartime stuff. I think I might have mentioned it once or twice in the past. Another small one, very thin one actually. What have we got? 50 centimes, good for 50 centimes. Chamber of Commerce of France. So yeah, these were 1920s, and they ran alongside the actual currency at the time. And I think they were, I'm not 100% sure, I think they were only used in particular sorts of transactions, but they became quite commonplace. So 50 centimes. We've had other variations. We've had 1 francs and I think 2 francs. So what's the year on this one? Yeah, there you go, 1921. Commerce Industry. Yeah, 50 centimes, France, 1921. I'm not sure if I've got that one actually. I got the 1924 version. Oh, I recognise that profile. It's the Queen, Elizabeth II, and a coin this size, it's got to be a sixpence. Yep, sixpence. What's that, 1967. Good year for one of my particular subscribers. There we go. Last year these were issued. Worth the equivalent of 2.5 pence. They were still in use throughout the 70s as well, because I remember these as a kid. But yeah, you couldn't really get a great deal with them back in those days. But now they were phased out, I want to say late 70s. I think they were gone before the 80s came around. But yeah, 1967 was the last year. So that's sixpence from the UK. We got Bundesrepublik Deutschland, self-explanatory. Germany, J mint mark, so that's Hamburg. 1 Deutschmark, 1950. Yeah, so at that point in time that would have been West Germany. Not too sure when they stopped doing these, because when they unified in the late 80s, the West German coins carried on being used as standard German currency for a few years. But there you go, 1 Deutschmark, 1950, from Germany, West Germany. Grotty. That way around. Belgium, Belgie, Belgique, 25 cents, 1916. There we go, another wartime bit of coinage. We've seen these before. I think that's zinc. And there you go, you've got the rampant lion, the Belgian lion. Appears on many of their coins. This one's a bit dinged up, even looking on the edge you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a bit of an edge knock to it, a bit of a curve. It's a shame, but I think we've already got 1960. I think that's quite a common year actually, but it's a nice one to get all the same. 25 cents Belgium, 1916. Oh, one jumped out, put you back in. There we go. 2 Kuhn, Republika Hrvatska, so that's Croatia. Got the Croatian crest at the bottom. 2007. Again, these are, I'm not going to say very common. They're common enough that if you get enough of them, you might be able to actually start a year run going. I think we've probably got about 4 or 5 of these. 2007, that was a very common year from memory. But there you go. That's Croatia, 2 Kuhn, 2007. Right, so what we got there? 1976, South Africa, 2 cents. Again, 60s and 70s for South Africa, they had the same coinage for quite a few years, so it's possible to get a year run on those. You see, I've got year runs on the brain at the moment because I'm doing a fair few of them, so it seems to be standing out a bit more obvious to me at the moment. But 1976, yeah, pretty good year. I think it's probably mid-run at a guess. So 76, 2 cents, South Africa. Another small one. What have we got there? 1 cent, wheat cent, that, wheat penny. So that's the United States. Flip it over. Can't work out the years. At 1940 or 49? Can't quite work it out. There's a bit of a ding on the edge, but these are still very, very common. There's no mint mark on it, so that'll be Philadelphia. So that's the main mint for most of their coinage anyway. So although they're not worth a great deal, they're worth getting hold of now and hanging on to, especially now that they're no longer producing any more 1 cent coins. 2025 is the last year that they're doing, and rumours are that the last batch they've produced, a couple of the coins have made it out into the open market, and people are paying stupid money. So it's just worth an eye. Keep an eye out. Get a year run going. You might need 2 or 3 for each year just to say that you've got a proper year run because of all the different mint marks, but see how you go. Right, what have we got here? On earth's going on there? Oh, I thought that was something stamped on it, but it's not. It's actually a part of the design. Not too sure. I'm trying to read it. Is it Belgian? No. Dutch? Can't quite work it out. 5 euro cent. Let's have a quick look under my little lens a minute. You're probably already screaming at me going, it's a such and such. Willem Alexander Koning der Nederlanden. So there you go, Netherlands. Sorted. So there we go. King of Netherlands, Willem. 5 euro cents. Don't think I've got that one. That'd be a nice one to add to the set. They're definitely sticky. I think they might have got a bit food dropped in them. I don't know. Something's going on there. Not quite right. What have we got there? Crescent moon star. I think that's Pakistan. 1 Anna. Yeah, Pakistan. Government of Pakistan. Is that 1948? Oh, that's a nice early one. 1 Anna. That's definitely one I haven't got in my collection. I'm going to have to take out rent on a new house, I think, just so I can got some storage for all these coins I'm trying to keep. Ooh, bimetal. What have we got? Arabic, Get my thumbs out of the way, it helps. There we go. State of Bahrain, 1992. And that says 100 somethings. I think that is it fils? Bahrain? Yeah, I want to say 100 fils. If I'm wrong, you would have seen it on the side by now anyway. But yeah, it's a nice one. Bahrain's not exactly a big place, so it's quite a fancy little coin, really. Probably can't get a lot, it's very, very expensive over there from what I've heard. Ooh. Is that a cow or a bull with a 5? Cyprus, 1988, 83, 88, yeah. Let's go with 88 on that. So that's 5 cents, I believe. That's probably wrong, because I know Cyprus, Malta and all that neck of the woods, they keep chopping and changing some of their currencies over the years, and I'm forever getting them mixed up. But I'm going to go with 5 cents for the time being. So 5 cents, 1998, from Cyprus. Let's give it a ferret down the side. Oh, that's a biggie. Put him back. Let's have this one. Oh, that's nice. Not the verdigris on it, but the rest of it. Oh, where'd that come off? I think it might. We got 1/4 Anna, India, 1893. Yeah, there's Victoria. Excellent. Shame it's so worn. But that is a nice little addition. 1/4 Anna, India, 1893. Oh, definitely haven't got this one in my collection. That'd be a nice one to add in. When it comes to the collection, I've actually been going through all the ones that I've been bagging up recently and putting off to one side to put into flips, because it's easier for storage. So yeah, what I've been doing is putting them into flips, and the boxes that the flips come in are quite handy for temporary storage. And irony of ironies, some of you will get the joke. 50 forint. Yes, I'm collecting the forints. Netherlands, Russia, Lithuania, Germany, more Netherlands, Kazakhstan, which is one that we pulled on a previous hunt. 20 tie-in. So they are being looked after. They're just not being rehomed quick enough. I've got too many to wade through at the moment. Right. Let's see what else we've got. 50 cents, 1998. Yep, 1998. That tells me that's going to be Hong Kong. Yeah, there we go. There's the Lotus. I think it's a Lotus. Fairly common, the Hong Kong coins. The smaller denominations even more so. The 50s, you can get various years. But yeah, right around the time of the handover back to China, that was 1998. I think it was 99 the UK handed her back. We got there 1 peso, 1959. Okay, peso. So we're talking Central South America. Pick a country. Argentina. Yeah, quite a nice little coin actually. It looks like it's, I want to say, 2 metal build, bit like an American coin. You can see the difference in the metals. Yeah, there you go. That's even better on that angle. Yeah, 1 peso, 1959, from Argentina. Oh, that's a big chunky one. What's that, 50p? Nope. Oh, here we go. 10 pesos, 1981. So, this I don't think is Argentina. I want to say this is probably Mexico. Yeah, there you go. Estados Unidos Mexicanos. And if you notice the design, when I first saw it, it was just a load of squiggly lines. I couldn't work out what the heck was going on. It's actually what looks to be an eagle biting a snake. It took me ages to realise that, and I actually had to look it up to double check to see what it was I was looking at. And when I read it, I thought, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. So there we go. 10 pesos, 1981, from Mexico. I think we've had that before, actually. What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 20. That's right. Doing good. Oh, that's a small one. What have we got? Can't quite work it out there. Oh, Netherlands. Oh, that's an old one. 1878. That 1 cent. Yeah, 1 cent. 1878 from the Netherlands. That's nice. I don't know how common that one is, actually. I've seen this design, but for bigger values, face value. I think there's a 2 and a 5, for example. But the 1, I'm not too sure. They're probably very, very common because they are the lower denomination. But if I can find anything extra out, I'll pop something on screen. But there you go, though. Netherlands, 1878, 1 cent. Let's have you down there. Come on. Thank you. Another biggie. Our old friend Yugoslavia. Yeah, we've had these before. What have we got there? 10 dinara. 1977. Yeah, these are fairly common as well. 5 and 10 dinaras, and then you get the smaller denominations of 1s, 2s, 5s, I think, para. So it's the equivalent to our pence, I suppose you could say. But yeah, again, this is something else that they pop up often enough in the right bundles. You can start a year run going. Ooh, goldy colour. What have we got? Which way up are you? That way? Oh, that way? That way. That's it. It's a building. Repubblica Italiana. There we go. So it's Italy. 200 lira. What's that date? 1981, I think. My eyesight's shot these days. Let's have a quick look under the old magnifying glass again. Yeah, 1981. Might be able to make that out better on a screen than I can with the old number 1 eyeball. But there you go, 200 lira, 1981, from Italy. It looks like it's a commemorative of some description. Again, if I can find anything particular about this, I'll pop it on the screen. There we go. Republique Française, 1956. Afrique Occidentale Française. That's French, is it? I want to say East Africa. It's one of the African colonies, French colonies in Africa. 25 francs. Okay. So it's probably a French flag that you've just seen on the screen. If it isn't, it would be of this particular region or territory. But I think it would be the French one. But I think we've seen these before, but not for 25 francs though. Nice. Okie dokie. Right, well, we've got one left to go. Oh, what's that? Got two in my hand. 50 tie-in 1993. This is Kazakhstan. This is one of the ones I showed you that we've pulled before. I think it's a smaller denomination though. This is Kazakhstan. So you don't see many of their coins, but when you go to price them up to see if they're actually worth hanging on to, they're only worth pennies, you know, 10p, 12p, that sort of thing. But you don't see them that often, so it's worth hanging on to just to say you've got one from Kazakhstan. It's just going to be a dust gatherer potentially at the end of the day. But 1993, 50 tie-in, Kazakhstan. And the other one that I pulled as I pulled that one, little one, it was stuck to my hand, and that is 10 cents. There's the year 2018. Now I've got one of these. Where did I put it? I actually only boxed it up, I think, earlier today. No, but that's the one I've boxed up. If you notice, it's a square coin, diamond shaped coin. Netherlands, 5 cents, 1913. The year being in the left and the right. This one is a more, come on, thank you, more modern version. 10 cents, 2018. And that is Antillen, Netherlands. So that's the Dutch Antilles. We've pulled them before actually. Their general overall design tends to stay the same. So I'm just looking at the other one, Netherlands. No, it doesn't say anything about the Dutch Antilles or anything like that on the back of that one. But the overall design, the styling rather, is very, very similar. There you go, Dutch Antilles, nice one. Nice and shiny as well. So that'll be our extra one for the week. So if we just center everything up, zoom in a little bit more, that'll do. Right, so we've got a nice little haul there. I am very, very happy with that little lot. There's a few we've seen before, obviously, like the Croatian, the Canadian, the Belgian. We've seen them before. Though even the Moroccan we've seen in better condition. The Belgian we've seen in better condition. This Australian, I don't think we've seen. I might be wrong. We got ourselves a not seen before, at least not to me, €5 sent from the Netherlands. We got a nice bimetal from Bahrain, 1893 India, 1916 there, 1878 on that one. So we've got some nice old stuff in there as well, 1921. But my pick of the week, ooh, it's gonna have to be wartime penny. I know it's Canadian, I know it's common, but it's 1943, it's Allied wartime, and that's one of the things that makes me swing in favour of this one. Now you guys might fancy one of the others, but that's mine. The second favourite would have been the Kulturana from India. But if you got any other suggestions, chuck it in the comments. Consider leaving a like. Maybe even subscribe if you haven't. If you've made it this far, click the subscribe button. I do these every week or so, these world coin hunts. There's a whole library of previous ones. There's nearly 100 videos of these now. And I shall be back in a few days with another video on another subject. Hopefully I'll see you again then. Until then folks, take care. Cheers all.